Alright, so I wanted to make another video today. I have 3 topics, and none of them should really take all that long, so let's get right to it. The first one is that apparently Pinterest has banned weight loss ads after increase in searches for body acceptance, which is absolutely ridiculous. The idea that the whole fat acceptance or body acceptance movement, I mean, I get where they're coming from, where you gotta love yourself even if you're overweight, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that you should just accept being overweight. You should try your best to lose the weight and become healthy. This there's like this idea in the mainstream media that, oh, fat is healthy. No, it's not. If you're 300 pounds, that's not very healthy. Or depending on your size or your height, I should say. If you're 250 pounds, that's not very healthy. Or if you're 200 pounds, it's like most people can afford to lose a little weight. Anyway, the article says, because this is from reclaimthenet.org. They're talking about a total ban on weight loss ads that take effect on July 1st. It prohibits all ads with language or images promoting weight loss, as well as references to BMI, body mass index, which I'm not a big fan of BMI anyway. But anyway, let's see what the policy has banned. Any weight loss language or imagery, any testimonials regarding weight loss or weight loss products, any language or imagery that idealizes or denigrates certain body types. Okay, those 3, that's stupid. That's dumb. It sounds like it's a bunch of overweight people trying to justify the fact that they can't lose the weight, that they don't want to lose the weight, that they don't have the willpower to lose the weight. Now the last 2, referencing body mass index or similar indexes and any products that claim weight loss through something worn or applied to the skin. I'm fine with bans on those because the last one especially, you can't lose weight by wearing something or applying something to your skin. What kind of stupidity is that? If you want to lose weight, you eat healthy, you eat better, you eat less, and you exercise. If you do that, you can lose the weight. I don't care how big you are. I don't care how much weight you're trying to lose or how little. That's all you have to do. You don't have to take these pills or any of that stuff. That stuff may or may not help. I've never used any of that stuff, so I have no idea. But I can't imagine that you need special pills just to lose weight. Just exercise and eat healthy. That's all. And I'm not talking about going to the gym and pumping out 30 squats and bench presses and all that kind of stuff. Just take a walk. Use smaller size plates because studies have shown that people fill their plates. So if you normally have a plate that's 12 inches in diameter, get plates that are 10 inches in diameter. Get that are 8 inches in diameter. Use smaller cups. Don't drink as much sugary drinks and stuff. Drink more water. Drink a glass of water before you even eat, and that'll fill your stomach, somewhat, and you'll eat less. This is just ridiculous, and it's more of that just body acceptance, as they call it, and it was just so stupid. Anyway, I just thought it was kind of funny that Pinterest is going to ban that. Like, what the hell? Anyway, so the next topic, Resident Evil: Infinite Darkness is a series, but it might be a movie. I don't know because I haven't seen it yet. I might watch it because this kind of stuff I usually try to wait and see the reviews because this is Netflix after all. They're pretty woke. But the story goes, this is from PC Gamer. Resident Evil's Netflix show asked reviewers not to mention politics. No politics, only zombies. And it just goes on to say it's the first season, so I guess apparently it is a show. Okay. By all accounts, it sounds like a pretty decent show, but when reviewers examine their embargo materials that clarify when reviews can be posted, they notice the unusual request from the series producers. So basically, the producers of the show didn't want people or reviewers to tie in the politics of the show to real world stuff. They didn't want you don't tie it into BLM or Antifa or any of that shit. Just the show itself, just review the show itself. What a concept. Don't try to tie it into all this other bullshit. Just the show. Okay, Charles Pulliam Moore is a staff writer for Gizmodo. He noted that part of the embargo included not mentioning the show's pointedly political themes. And he goes on, here's his tweet. I actually thought Resident Evil Infinite Darkness' story was one of the better entries in the franchise outside of the games, but the studios asked that reviews not at all talk about real-world events or politics ended up casting a shadow over the entire movie for me. I am betting this guy has his pronouns in his bio. Yeah, yeah. Which, I mean, look, or like, quite gay. I don't care that, hey, you're gay. Well, that's your business. The pronouns, that's just more, that's kind of virtue signaling stuff, I'm not a fan of that. I think it's ridiculous. It's performative theater, you know, especially because his pronouns are he, him. Well, yeah. I mean, you're a gay man. Wouldn't your pronouns be he, him? But anyway, whatever. I just thought that was kind of funny that the producers of the show asked reviewers not to mention the politics, which is right, which is what everybody should be doing. You shouldn't be trying to tie. Not everything ties in to the real world and stuff. It's just ridiculous. And of course, the article goes on and mentions. I guess apparently the storyline of the show has to do with the U.S. occupation of a fictional Middle Eastern nation, Panamstan, along more heightened government conspiracies surrounding viral outbreaks. And of course, they've got to try to tie that into stuff. You know what they're going to tie that into. I'm surprised that the guy didn't mention something about, well, there's not enough POC or not enough women in it because, look, look who we got as the main character. It's a white man. Look out. Anyway, I just thought that was funny because maybe some of these people are actually starting to realize that most people don't want your politics crammed in to your show reviews, to your shows, your movies, your music, your video games, your comic books, etc. It's fine to have politics and stuff in those projects and in those franchises and stuff. That's okay. But to try to tie everything in to real world politics and stuff, sometimes it works. Usually it doesn't because they're so ham-fisted about it, as the mainstream news media typically is. That's how they follow with their shows. Everybody's get, get woke, go broke, that kind of stuff. It's just one of those things that it's best to not try to just ham fist your way through this kind of stuff because there's a lot of nuance to all these things. Anyway, I'll move on to my third topic. Apparently, I don't know why. I just found out about this the other day, and apparently this article here is a couple days old, and someone was saying that Polygon wrote an article very similar. Future Lord of the Rings films should acknowledge the book's queer leanings. Like, and then the guy, it's from the Guardian. Although I'm looking at it on IMDb, I just happened to just come across it here. The debate over just how gay Lord of the Rings really is will no doubt still be raging in another 100 years. There's a fascinating essay written from a queer perspective here, giving a gilded position J.R.R. Tolkien's high fantasy novel holds in English literary history. The whole thing is, okay, I guess apparently Billy Boyd and Dominic Monaghan revealed this week that they almost shot a scene in which cheeky hobbits Merry and Pippin find themselves naked after falling from Treebeard, the Ent's branches, and losing all their clothing. I don't know, like, what the deal is, but it seems like so many people, in the mainstream news media, which of course they're all bat crap crazy, they just cannot accept that men can be friends. It always has to be homosexual in nature. Now, of course, I have no problem with gay people, and I'm sure anybody who happens to watch this has no problem with it. The vast majority of people in this country have no problem with gay people. I personally don't know any homophobic people myself. But anyway. But they want to turn any kind of characters with like a bromance or whatever you want to call it, where they're just best friends. It has to be gay. There has to be some type of like homoerotic undertone, which right here is what it mentions. But anyway, they did the same with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Oh no. Sam and Bucky, they got to be gay. They can't just be good friends. They have to be gay. I also saw that with uh, I think it was it Pixar, but I know it came out on. It was like a Disney movie, Luca, which is some kids movie that is about some like boy, like a mer boy or whatever, who grows legs when he comes out of the water. Yeah, Luca on Disney Plus. They were the people in the mainstream news media were just hell bent on, okay, well, Luca, it's all about, you know, gay. You know, the kids are gay and they're in a relationship. I don't get it. I don't understand. Why can you not just have two men, or in this case, two boys, I guess, be friends, like best friends, without it being, oh, no, they're secretly having a relationship. You know, like it just it makes you wonder if these people went back in time to like say the 80s or the 90s or whatever, you know, when you had a bunch of like kids movies, you know, whether it be like The Sandlot or Stand By Me or you know whatever. And it's like there has to be, you know, gay undertones in there. It's like they want to shoehorn that stuff in there for no other reason than just because it has to be. It's like it's almost like they've never had, if they're a man, they've never had another male friend in their life that they felt close to. You know, but they just, I mean, just good friends. I'm not even saying like, oh, the best of friends, or like, oh, they're like brothers. Just it's like they'd never had any friends in their life that they loved. It has to be gay people. You know, it's almost like, or it's like, I suppose maybe it's a projection. You know, maybe because they're gay, they just figure, well, there's no way that two men can be friends without being gay. And again, I have no problem with gay people. You know, it doesn't bother me. Doesn't affect me in any way. It doesn't make me say, oh, I hate this show now or movie or whatever. But just as it's not going to make me say, oh, I love this show now. So I care about the characters. I don't care about, okay, well, this character's gay, you know, so I love him now, or he's, you know, trans, or she's trans, or whatever. I just I don't get the idea that they got to just shoehorn this stuff in there. It's it's wrong. It's stupid. If it's true or whatever, that's fine. But J.R.R. Tolkien, you know, he may have written some of this stuff with the idea of it being homoerotic, as they would say, but he may not have been. But we start looking and seeing things. That's a problem. Anyway, I'll go ahead and just wrap this up here. You know, the usual spiel, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day.